Next, we have to discuss the electric potential. We have already described the concept of electric field. It helps us to understand the field around a charge. Electric field was a vector quantity. The same phenomena can be described using a scalar quantity, that is a electric potential. We represent this potential by symbol V. It is a scalar quantity and it describes the field around a charge in the way as we have described the field with help of a vector quantity, that was the electric field. Suppose there is a charge Q and a point A which is at a distance say RA. Another point is B on the same line which is at a distance RB from the point where charge Q is placed, and a charge Q dash is traversed from A to B, and suppose at some intermediary point at a distance R, this charge Q dash is placed and it moves due to the electrical force, and it moves the distance dr. Now we have to find the work done by the electric force in traversing the charge Q dash from point A to point B. When a charged particle moves in an electric field does the work on the particle, and that work can be expressed in terms of the potential energy, which in turn is associated with the electric potential. First we have to find the work. This work is W from A to B when Q dash traverses from point A to point B. This is equal to integral of, because force on Q dash is electric force and it is given by the Coulomb's law, it is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q dash, and distance between them is R at this particular moment at point P. So we can see here F is inversely proportional to R square. It means it is distance dependent. We can say it is a variable force. For variable force, we have to use the integration method, differential integration method. First, we have to take a small elementary length or displacement dr, for which it is supposed that this electric force is a constant value. And then we get elementary work, and after integrating this elementary work over the limit of integration, we get the net work done by the force. So the work done by the electric force, this is the work done by electric force. Electric force will act in the direction, because we are treating their same polarity, therefore this is a repulsive force, and this electrical force is causing the displacement, and in this displacement the work done is WA to B. So we integrate from RA to RB. This is the position of particle from initial to final, and then force is F, this is the electrical force, dot dr, this is the displacement, and work is the dot product of the force and displacement. Opening it, we get RA, RB, F, dr, and cos of the angle between them, because R and E are in the same direction, that means they are parallel, so angle between them is 0 degree, and cos 0 is 1. Hence, we replace the value of force in the expression. We will get RA to RB. F is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q dash by R square into dr. This is equal to, the constant terms is taken out, this is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q dash integral RA to RB 1 by R square dr. This is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q dash, and now integration of 1 by R square is minus 1 by R, and limits are RA to RB. This integration is done using the formula x to the power n dx equal to x raised to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1. That means 1 by R square dr will be equal to R raised to the power minus 2 dr, and using the formula we will get R raised to the power minus 2 plus 1 by minus 2 plus 1, that is equal to minus 1 by R. And now put the limits, upper limit first. So it will be minus 1 by RB minus and then minus 1 by RA. Simplifying, we will get this is QQ dash 1 by RA plus minus 1 by RB. This is the work done from A to B. This work done is the loss in the potential energy because work is done by the electric force. Therefore, we can write WA to B, it is equal to potential energy at point A, which is at a higher potential, minus potential energy at a point B, which is at a lower potential, and it will be equal to the 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught QQ dash into 1 by RA minus 1 by RB. Now we check carefully this equation. We see this UA minus UB equal to the difference of the two parameters which are identical in formula, and comparing that we can put a value U, that is the potential energy, equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught QQ dash by R. For point A, it will be UA and R will be RA. For point B, U will be UB and point will be RB. So in general, we can say potential energy of the two charges separated by a distance R is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught QQ dash by R, where Q and Q dash are the point charges. So this is the formula for potential energy of a system of two charges at a distance R. Energy is scalar quantity. Its unit is also, because it is energy, so its unit is joule. Next we define the electric potential. Electric potential V can be defined as potential energy per unit charge, test charge. Here test charge is Q dash and Q is the original charge which is creating the field. So electric potential due to the charge Q, we can say it is a electric potential due to a charge Q at a point, and it will be equal to U by Q dash. U we have already defined. We put the value here, then we will get 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R. This is the potential at a point P which is at a distance R. Say this is a charge Q, and from this charge Q at R distance there is a point P, then potential at this point P will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R, and it is true for the point charges. In similar way, we can write the potential energy is equal to the Q dash into V. So potential energy is the product of the charge and the potential. Therefore, we define the potential energy definition as potential energy of any test charge Q dash at any point in electric field E is equal to work of electric force when test charge Q dash is brought from the point in question to a zero reference level. It means potential energy of any test charge Q dash is at any point in electric field E is equal to the work done by the electric force when test charge Q dash is brought from the point in question to a zero reference level. This zero reference level normally may be taken as at infinity, where potential energy is considered as 0. In general it is taken, but as per convenience we can choose the other reference level. If this is the work done by the electric force, if we give the definition in terms of the external force, then we have to change the definition and we have to say that potential energy of any test charge q dash at any point in electric field is equal to the work done by the external force when test charge is brought from the reference level to that point in the electric field. So in the same way, we now define the potential in terms of the potential energy. That is, we have already found that work done from A to B, it is equal to UA minus UB. This was the loss in the potential energy when work is done by the electric force, and this was equal to the 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q dash 1 by Ra minus 1 by Rb. Now for potential, we have said that potential is the work done per unit charge, per unit test charge. That means WA to B, this is the work done from A to B per unit charge. That means we have to divide it by Q dash. So it will become UA minus UB by Q dash. Or we can write it as UA by Q dash minus UB by Q dash. And this is the potential energy per unit charge. That means it is referring the potential at that point. So we can write it as VA minus VB. In short, we can write it as VAB. So VAB refers the potential difference between the 2 points A and B, or potential of A with respect to B. In other way, the same equation can be written as VAB, this is the potential of A with respect to B, that is equal to VA minus VB. It is equal to integral from A to B F dot dl. Suppose dl is the displacement in the done by the electric force F, then elementary work will be F dot dl, and it is the integration from A to B, initial position to final position, and divided by Q dash. So work, it will give the work per unit charge, and it will equal to integral A to B. F is the force, electric force on the charge Q dash because of the field created by the charge Q. Therefore, we can say F equal to Q dash, this is the charge, and this charge is placed in the electric field E. So electric force is Q dash E. Therefore, we can write it is Q dash E dot dl by Q dash. And this Q dash is a constant quantity, so it can be taken out of the integral. It is Ra A to B E dot dl by Q dash, and this Q dash will get cancelled because they are equal. So it is finally equal to A to B E dot dl. So potential difference between A and B, VA minus VB, equal to A to B E dot dl. Or further we can open this dot product. We can write A to B, this is the limit from A to B, point A to point B, and E dot dl gives the component E cos theta into dl. So this gives the line integral of E. We can say potential difference is line integral of electric field. We further elaborate these equations. We have said that VAB equal to VA minus VB. This is the potential difference between the point A and B. And if we describe this in terms of the integral dV, then A will be at the upper limit and B will be at the lower limit. Because if we integrate dV, it will give V, and integral of dV is V, and it is lower limit, it is upper limit. So VA minus VB will be written in this form. It will be equal to first upper limit, so it is VA, and then lower limit. Therefore, it further can be written as, if we interchange the limits, that means upper limit is kept in the as a lower limit and lower limit as a upper limit. So we have to introduce a negative sign. That means we can write it is equal to A to B dV. And now comparing this value with here, it is also VA minus VB, and this value is also VA minus VB. So comparing these two values, we can write that minus integral a to b dV equal to integral a to b E cos theta dl. This is the component of E along the displacement dl, or we can say it is a parallel component of the E along the dl. Therefore, it is equal to minus, if we compare these now, it is minus dV, because integrals are equal, so their integrands will be also equal. So it is minus dV, and here it is E parallel dl, or we can write E parallel equal to minus dV by dl. This is the potential gradient. dV by dl is the potential gradient. So electric field, and this is the relation between the electric field and potential, that electric field is the negative of the potential gradient. That means change in potential with length. This expression can be written in vector form as, in vector form we can write it is E equal to minus del V, where this del is an operator which is delta by delta x plus j delta by delta y plus k delta by delta z. Here this delta refers the partial differentiation. Partial differentiation means, if we talk about this delta by delta x, it means it will differentiate the function with respect to x considering y and z as a constant. Therefore, we can write this expression as exi plus eyj plus ezk, and it is equal to minus of I del by del x plus j del by del y plus k del by del z of v. Therefore, comparing left hand side and right hand side, we can write that Ex equal to minus del v by del x, Ey equal to, this is the y component of field, it is minus del v by del y, and Ez is equal to minus del v by del z. So we can say here that electric field E is negative gradient of electric potential.